Hey guys, so here's part two. Here's a follow-up to the subwoofer pole issue that we were having a while back. So I wanted to show you something that I just got in the other day. This is the K&M lock ring sleeve is what they call this thing. This thing here will solve all your problems from top speakers spinning, whether it is on a sub pole or if it's on a tripod. So I want to show you how this thing works. The physics kind of are the working mechanism behind it. You can see right here. I'm going to show you these little pads on each side. They are like pressure pads. So basically this will go on the top of any regular either sub pole or a tripod. So what happens is you put this on your pole and you tighten this down to your pole. Put your top speaker on, and then what you want to do is you want to close this. And as you're doing this, I don't know if you can really see this on the video, but these pressure pads expand. So they expand and they get wider and they fill in the gap on the bottom of your top speaker. Then you get no wobble, you get no sway, no lean, and you get no spin. So I know at my gigs a lot of times, just from the bass from the subwoofer or the bass from the EV speakers, they produce a lot of low end. The speaker will kind of start turning on its own. Now if you remember the old Mackie SRM 415s, they used to have one of these little turn knobs in the bottom of the speaker that you tighten to the pole so you get no spin. I don't know why manufacturers don't follow suit on that. That was an excellent idea. Way to go, Mackie. But the K&M, now I'm not gonna lie to you, these little adapters here are really expensive. These are about $65 just for this, and of course I needed two of them, right? So I'm going to show you how this goes on the sub pole right now. Just basically goes on your sub pole. It does add a little height to it, so that's something to keep in mind. You tighten this to your pole, and that's going nowhere. I've got this thing closed right now, so I'm going to go ahead and open it up so we can put the EV speaker on top. Everything's loose right now, and then let me show you something. Okay, so now it's on there like a regular sub pole. Now you still get all this spin, you get all this play. Now my previous video that we did, part one, this is the OnStage SS70 746, so this is the one that was straight up and down anyway, so I have no wobble. However, I tighten this. Now you see here, I can still spin the speaker. We want to eliminate that spin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this K&M ring sleeve adapter. Get it straight where you want it first of all. Now that's tight. And this thing, you cannot spin it. You would have to use a lot of force, but you would probably end up turning the whole sleeve. But from bass or whatever, this is not going to go anywhere. So that is on the OnStage stand. Now, let me pause the camera a little bit. I had to take the other subwoofer with the EV speaker outside simply because the ultimate sub pole is a lot taller than the OnStage. So I had to take it outside. The ceilings in my garage are not very high. So let me pause the camera. I'll take you out there. All right, guys, so this is the speaker that was leaning really bad on the Ultimate SP100. And as you could tell, if you can kind of match up the lines on the brick of my house, this speaker is now straight up and down, no lean, no wobble, and no spin, because I have that K&M sleeve lock adapter on here. So what we did is we tightened it up, and now the speaker has no give. You can tell I'm shaking it pretty hard here, and it's not spinning. It's just basically shaking with the weight of my hand. So in my previous video I said I would probably never use these Ultimate SP100 sub poles again, but now I'm starting to rethink it. I will use these again. So now I can actually use air assist. And to be honest with you, because of those K&M adapters, they're probably about a good 6 to 8 inches tall. They add even more height to my speaker. So as you can see, that thing is perfectly straight. Before I used to have all that wave and that wobble and that give on the speaker, but thanks to K&M, I was really hesitant on buying these adapters. They're like $65 a piece, and I needed two of them. So I have no regrets now at all for buying these adapters. I'll put the link where I bought these. I bought them from AGI Pro DJ. Those guys over there are phenomenal about shipping stuff out same day and getting it within 1 to 2 days depending on where you're at. I'm in Houston, Texas, so I'm just a few states away from them. Yeah, I will continue to use both sub poles now. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification to be notified whenever we upload new material. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.